2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're live from the Quad Cities. Opening round coverage of the John Deere Classic is set to begin. Hello everyone, thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. We've got an incredible week of golf in front of us, and we're looking forward to bringing you all the action right here on 2K Sports. Now to the first hole. Wonderfully played. Playing from 110 yards out. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Well, that's a lovely approach and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the first. And it's Collin Morikawa on top of things. Let's take a look at this par 5 second hole.
Par 5, players will be looking for the opportunities to make 4 here, but if they're out of position, 6s come on you quickly.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
This is a fairly lengthy putt here.
Okay.
He's going to like the look of this one. That'll be inside the circle of friendship. This putt coming up is for birdie. And this is becoming a familiar sight. Collin Morikawa leads. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Par 3, 183 yards up the hill, blind tee shot. The big miss here is short right in that deep bunker. Should you find that bunker, you're also going to find yourself making bogey or worse. Anywhere on the green is a good shot.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. 15 feet to the cup. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
This looks like it's going to break to the left.
Ooh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Sitting at -2 for the event. Let's go to the 4th. It's a par 4.
Par 4, 448 yards, sweeping dogleg left to right, big tree in the middle, missed that, and you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
Well, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be on the green.
Well, that's well played and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the 4th. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. And that performance will now take him to 3 under par. To par 4, the 5th hole.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
Well, that'll work there. Choosing the 9-iron here. Yeah, that one will play. A 7-footer right here.
This for a birdie run.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And he will move to 4 under par now. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, make your birdie.
Nicely done. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here.
This one heading towards the green. Oh, this is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation, it's a thing of beauty.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
And he now moves to 5 under for the tournament. As we move to the 7th, it's a par 3.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. This one could take a little bounce to the left. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This putt, it's 41 feet out.
Good speed.
Good putt there. That'll work.
And tapping it in for par. Now 8 shots back after that hole. We've arrived now on the 8th hole, the par 4.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
Oh, that's a sweet looking swing, that one. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. Putting for birdie here. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will move him to 6 under par. Hole number 9 is a par 4.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
Oh, that was pure. That's a nice looking shot, that one. Just fading back into play. Yeah, nicely played. Well, an important part here in terms of the tournament. A chance to move inside the top 10. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've got it going right to left here.
Oh, I like the pace on this putt. Oh, what a great roll. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. And after that, sitting at 6 under for the event. Teeing off now on the 10th hole.
Par 5, 581 yards. Most players will be laying up for their second shots as a large pond on the right-hand side of the green will collect your golf ball if you hit a wayward one going forward in 2.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
This is a lengthy putt here. That's a good-looking putt, that. Ooh. This remains for a share of 9th spot on the leaderboard. Always nice to hold those for birdie. And he moves inside the top 10 with that. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Par 4, 428-yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
Time for the second shot at the 11th.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Well, that's beautifully judged.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And now this for a share of 7th in the standings. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies. And that will take him to 8 under. As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, this is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
And that should secure the par on this one. He's currently tied for 7th here. The 13th hole is a par 4.
Par 4, back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Oh, standing ovation after that shot. Oh, well holed. Let's move on. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. That's 9 under par for the round.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard. Eight days a week, that rhythm works.
Second shot here on the 14th. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
Oh, that one skirted the edge of the hole. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
A good look at par here.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The finish at TPC Deere Run is full of birdie opportunities and some low scoring to be had, Rich. This 14th hole is certainly part of that lineup.
Par 4, 456 in length from the back tee. Must find the fairway off the tee shot to have any hope of finding the green in 2. Large trees line the right and left-hand side of the fairway.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Outstanding shot. High quality. Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet. And now he'll move to 10 under for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 16th is a par 3.
Par 3 only plays 153, but a tricky little green to say the least. Don't let the beauty of the river to your left swallow you in. This is a tough but fun little par 3.
That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. Oh, he's executed that superbly. And now this to move into a tie for second place. And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Updating the standings now, and our featured player is in second place behind Japanese star Hideki Matsuyama.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
On the tee of the 17th, it's a par 5.
Players looking for a fast finish on the par 5, 550 yards. Second shot does play up the hill, but there's plenty of room to miss your second shot around this green. Must make birdie for the players in the field.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
This is his second shot. 2 strokes off the lead. That's nicely done. Trying to move to 13 deep here with this putt. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Just a slight break to the left on this putt.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Just one off the lead after that hole. If you want to win at TPC Deere Run, you've got to successfully navigate this challenging final hole.
Hard to describe the difficulty of this tee shot unless you've actually been here. Par 4, 463 yards. Missed the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, and you've got a clear shot to a very narrow green surrounded by water on the left-hand side.
Well played, mate. Oh, that one looked pretty good off the blade, and it's looking pretty good on the green too. And this putt is to move into a share for the lead. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. And as this round comes to an end, he's finished tied for top spot. Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome into the Quad Cities. It's round 2 of the John Deere Classic. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam as always, and delightful to have you with us. This player starts their round in the lead. How should they approach today?
Well, they've got the lead, and there is a significant chasing pack, so they can't get too wrapped up in what's going on behind them. They've got to kind of keep their nose out front. They got to keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. But if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a little bit different push, maybe come up with a different game plan. But right now, out in front, they just kind of have to play the golf course right now and keep that in their sights.
Well, Rich, this looks like a familiar spot for this player.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Great looking shot, this. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Here's a look at the par 5 second.
You want to cut the corner as much as possible to shorten your second shot on this par 5. Should you do that, a very straightforward second shot will set up birdies and eagles all day long. Find the trouble off the tee, and you'll find trouble on the rest of the hole. Don't fool yourself.
And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
I've paced it out. It's 43 feet left.
Looking pretty good.
That's disappointing. Just a short putt remaining here. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Let's see what happens here at the 3rd hole.
Par 3, 183 yards back up the hill. A blind tee shot, but a simple tee shot all in all.
Beautiful swing there. Opting for the hybrid, I think. This looks very handy. Oh, terrific approach, and a chance for birdie here at the 3rd.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
4 feet to the cup. Well, that's an early statement right there.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Par 4, 448 yards. Sweeping dogleg left to right. Big tree in the middle. Missed that. And you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
Not bad. Standing up over this one after a bunch of birdies.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. Oh, this one will be a bonus. Putt from around 19 feet. Yeah, that's a good line, that one. This has got some intent.
No, cannot.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And as we move to the 5th, it's a par 4.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday, trying to keep it up again today.
Gee, it's metronomic here. Green after green. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
And as we move on to the next, our featured player leads by 4. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, and make your birdie.
Not a bad line, this one. He's setting up for his second shot. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. High quality shot, that one. Right next to the hole. Putting for birdie. That's making a big statement here today.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
Going with the hybrid. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
A nice round 40-footer.
Just a 4-footer remaining. And after finishing that hole, our featured player leads this tournament ahead of Sahith Tagala. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
Handy effort, that one. Second shot here on the 8th. Couldn't have drawn it up any better. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. Leading by 4 strokes after that one. Par 4, 9th hole here.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
Nicely done. And he's setting this one up from almost the same spot as yesterday on this hole.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is such a tough read. It looks straight all the way, and then it will right.
Time to take a look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-stroke buffer for our leader. We've arrived at the 10th hole, a par 5.
Par 5, 581 yards. Most players will be laying up for their second shots as a large pond on the right-hand side of the green will collect your golf ball if you hit a wayward one going forward in 2.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play. Come on, don't be shy.
And that's going to be a pretty good outcome, that one, in the circle of friendship. And that's 8 birdies today. And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 4, 428-yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
from around 140 yards here.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Ooh, this might be hold. Oh, that's a great shot and a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Okay, after that hole, now at 22 under for the event. We've arrived at the 12th, a par 3.
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, this is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
Opting for the 5-iron. Oh, well played. And he's down there. You got a read?
I'm down here, I've done the read, and this is a left-to-righter.
What's that say? The old adage in golf, never up, never in. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. Welcome to the par 4 13th hole.
Par 4 back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
Atta boy, good shot. And playing this one from around 120 yards out. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Magical shot. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Now 6 shots in front after that hole. We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole.
If you feel brave, you can certainly take driver out, but I suspect a lot of players will lay back with an iron, giving himself a short yet simple second shot. A birdie here is a must if you want to win.
Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Yes, and let's hope it's not a similar results as yesterday.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
You don't need to be a scientist to know that 100% of putts not hit hard enough will not go in the hole. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. He's currently in first place. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
That's just inside the range.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
8 feet to the cup. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Welcome to the 16th hole, a par 3.
Par 3 only plays 153, but a tricky little green to say the least. Don't let the beauty of the river to your left swallow you in. This is a tough but fun little par 3.
Now, great rhythm on that swing. Going with the 8-iron here. That was a beauty.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
A really good look at birdie.
As we check the standings, it's a massive 6-stroke advantage for our leader. Standing on the 17th, it's a par 5.
Players looking for a fast finish on the par 5, 550 yards. Second shot does play up the hill, but there's plenty of room to miss your second shot around this green. Must make birdie for the players in the field.
Playing this shot from around 220 yards here. Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
So close to the eagle. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Well, here we are, the 18th hole.
Hard to describe the difficulty of this tee shot unless you've actually been here. Par 4, 463 yards. Missed the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, and you've got a clear shot to a very narrow green surrounded by water on the left-hand side.
This is his second shot. That's a high caliber shot, that one. That's tidy. Just 3 feet to the cup. And that's a nice way for the round to end, finishing up with a birdie. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back to TPC Deere Run. It's moving day here at the John Deere Classic. Hi, I'm Luke Elvey. Delightful to have your company once again. Rich, this player starts their round in the lead. What's the game plan for them today?
This player just needs to keep going out and just staying as relaxed as they have been. And don't take unnecessary chances. Just keep it simple. Find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts if you will, and see where it lands at the end of the day.
We're going down to the first hole now. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. Time for the second shot into the first. This one is right down the pipe. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Geez, making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Updating the leaderboard now, and our featured player is on top with Hideki Matsuyama right behind them. The second is a par 5.
Par 5, players will be looking for the opportunities to make 4 here, but if they're out of position, 6s come on you quickly.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Well, that's a handy shot. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
And now that finds him in first place. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
Par 3, just 183 yards back up the hill, semi-blind tee shot.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. And he's hit that inside the range.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
Oh, I like the look of this. Could it go in? And down it goes.
Don't you love it when you don't even need a putter to make birdie? Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we are at the fourth hole.
Par 4, 448 yards, sweeping dogleg left to right, big tree in the middle, missed that, and you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. A quality shot that. Lining up the birdie putt here. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Leading by a shot after that hole.
The lead is getting bigger and bigger.
Let's go to hole number 5, and it's a par 4.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. 13 feet to the hole. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Time to take a look at the leaderboard, and they're currently sharing top spot with Hideki Matsuyama. The 6th is a par 4.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, and make your birdie.
Great shot. Playing from around 110 yards out. He shares top spot. This one looks to be heading towards the green. That'll work. Pin high. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. That's going right. Well, at least it's on the green. That's the positive.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
And this one is for his par. He's currently tied for first. This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
Pretty good shot there.
Time for the second shot at the 8th. Fairways and greens, easy game, isn't it?
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day, awesome.
Mark it down, that's 6 birdies today. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
Well, this would be a familiar spot, Rich. It looks like the same one as yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
And he's safely on the green. John, what's the line on this putt?
Pretty sure a little movement to the right in this putt.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
As we make the turn, Rich, our featured player is out in front.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Left nothing in the tank on that one. That was pummeled. Second shot here at the 10th. It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This putt, 37 feet.
This one's come off the blade pretty nicely. Get in, son. Just a short putt remaining here. And after that hole, this player is currently in first spot, with Hideki Matsuyama close behind them in second. Hole number 11 is a par 4.
Par 4, 428-yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
This shot is about 140 yards out. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. 7 feet to the cup. And it's a one-stroke par for our leader over the field. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, this is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. He hasn't managed to birdie this hole this tournament. And he's down there. You got a read?
This putt's going to come in from the left side.
And that putt will drop. Well done. And as we check in with the standings, they're currently sharing the lead with Hideki Matsuyama. The 13th hole is a par 4.
Par 4, back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
His second shot here. He shares the lead. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. 14 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie.
So close. And down it goes. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
Par 4, 357 yards. Almost every player in the field will be giving it a whirl. Knock it on, and you could be rewarded with an eagle too.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Quality shot, that one. And good look at birdie here. Updating the standings now, and our featured player is in second place behind Japanese star Hideki Matsuyama. Time to face a par 4 now. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. From about 130 yards here, and just one shot off the lead. Oh, look at this, right down the throat. Beautiful.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. The 16th is a par 3.
Par 3 only plays 153, but a tricky little green to say the least. Don't let the beauty of the river to your left swallow you in. This is a tough but fun little par 3.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Oh, what a putt. He finds himself at the top of the leaderboard. Welcome to the tee at this par 5 hole.
Players looking for a fast finish on the par 5, 550 yards. Second shot does play up the hill, but there's plenty of room to miss your second shot around this green. Must make birdie for the players in the field.
Well, after a successful drive at the 17th at TPC Deere Run, the players are faced with a question. Rich, lay up or go for it?
Second shot straight back up the hill. Most players will bail just a little bit left as the green tends to run away quite a bit down the slope on the right-hand side. This is a great opportunity and possibly the final birdie opportunity on this golf course.
And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. Welcome to the par 4 18th.
Hard to describe the difficulty of this tee shot unless you've actually been here. Par 4, 463 yards. Missed the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, and you've got a clear shot to a very narrow green surrounded by water on the left-hand side.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
This one is all over it.
Outstanding approach shot. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. And the putt drops for birdie. Well, Rich, this is exciting. Out in front with a round to go, but the margin's slim.
And this player cannot afford to not make birdies tomorrow. They're going to have to continue the good play in order to keep the chasing pack at bay.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. .2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the exciting season-long race for the FedEx Cup. A champion will be crowned as we get ready to bring you all the final round coverage of the John Deere Classic. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. And Rich, as this final round gets underway, our featured player is at the top of the field.
Any lead is a great lead, and this player has been head and shoulders above the rest of the field. Hopefully another really good day of golf ahead of us.
We head down to the first hole. It's been some impressive play to date, but the question remains, will he defend that lead heading down the stretch? That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. Okay, he's got that one in the air, heading out onto the fairway, and that's going to set the tone for the day. Second shot here on the first. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
And so close to the birdie. What a shame. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
Let's take a look at this par 5 second hole.
You want to cut the corner as much as possible to shorten your second shot on this par 5. Should you do that, a very straightforward second shot will set up birdies and eagles all day long. Find the trouble off the tee, and you'll find trouble on the rest of the hole. Don't fool yourself.
This is his second shot.
Okay, out of the sand. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough, though.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is just going right the whole way along.
Well, that one's come off the blade with intent. This is a par putt. Job done. Let's head to the next. He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. Here we are at the third.
Par 3, 183 yards up the hill, blind tee shot. The big miss here is short right in that deep bunker. Should you find that bunker, you're also going to find yourself making bogey or worse. Anywhere on the green is a good shot.
It's a little wayward.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
This would be a great up and down. Whew. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And that should secure the par on this one. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. And now onto the par 4 fourth hole.
Par 4, 448 yards, sweeping dogleg left to right, big tree in the middle, missed that, and you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
Well, this is a touch of deja vu, isn't it? Taking this approach on from the same spot. Well struck. He's had a tough time of it on the greens here today. Hopefully all that'll change right here. Looking for his first birdie of the day. And down she goes. Now leading by one shot. Now on the tee of the fifth hole, the par 4.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
Ah, absolutely flushed. From around 140 yards here, he leads the field by a stroke. Should find the green. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum, right on 7 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
And he's holding steady in first place after that one. Time to tee off at the 6th.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, make your birdie. Nicely done.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
That could play. That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Time to take a look at the leaderboard, and they're currently sharing top spot with Hideki Matsuyama. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
Going with the 5-iron here.
This is missing to the right.
A tad wayward, but still on the surface.
Outside chance for birdie here, Luke.
This one is a fair distance here. Ooh. 6 feet remaining to the cup. And as we check in with the standings, they're currently sharing the lead with Hideki Matsuyama. We've arrived at a par 4.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
This shot is about 140 yards out. Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
He's currently in a share of top spot. Hole number 9 is a par 4.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. This would be a great up and down. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch. If he makes this, he'll save his par. All right, Rich, we've made the turn now into the final 9. What are your thoughts so far?
This player's put himself in prime position, just one back heading into the final 9 holes. This is going to be exciting.
That was wonderfully done. Second shot here on the 10th hole. This one's for birdie. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Oh, so close, but an easy par. Okay, let's head to the next. Our leader has built a 3-shot bar for here as we head over to the next. Here we are at the 11th, a par 4.
Par 4, 428-yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
He's setting up for his second shot.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Yeah, this one just swerving the green to the right-hand side.
Momentum putts come in many shapes and sizes. This one's a 13-footer.
This is for birdie.
Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, this is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
Looks like this one might be in the bunker.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful out of the sand. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Welcome to the par 4 13th hole.
Par 4 back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. And he's down there. You got to read?
The only movement in this putt is by the hole, and it's to the right.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. Updating the standings now, and our featured player is in second place behind Japanese star Hideki Matsuyama. This is a good time to get hot with the tournament on the line. Well, this player's been making some moves on the leaderboard, Rich.
We expected to see someone come out of the pack to contend for this title. This player is doing just that.
That's some good golf right there. Well, this is a good look, isn't it? If he can hold it, he'll get close to the lead.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And it's a 3-stroke advantage for our leader as we head to the next hole. We've arrived at a par 4 hole. Good looking shot, this. Playing this shot from around 120 yards. Just 3 back from the leader. Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card.
Oh, it's time to dig in and give it your all coming down the final few.
And now stepping onto this par 3 hole.
Par 3 only plays 153, but a tricky little green to say the least. Don't let the beauty of the river to your left swallow you in. This is a tough but fun little par 3.
This one's going right at the pin here. Yeah, well played.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
He's currently sitting in second. Welcome to the par 5 17th hole.
Players looking for a fast finish on the par 5, 550 yards. Second shot does play up the hill, but there's plenty of room to miss your second shot around this green. Must make birdie for the players in the field.
All right, bold. I like this play.
That was a beauty, right against the hole. And this putt to move into first place.
And with 1 hole to go, important putt indeed.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
One of the good guys out there, Luke. I am hoping for this one to fall.
And he'll move into top spot on the leaderboard. And a chance to ice the tournament here, holding the lead, playing the last. Wow, he let the big dog eat on that one.
Woof.
Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber. They say drive for show, putt for dough, but that was plenty of show there. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for your John Deere Classic winner?
What a spectacular performance all week long by this player. Clutch performance, clutch win by this player.